The WFP says 345 million people are facing or at risk of acute food insecurity in 79 countries this year. What are the major causes of what the World Food Programme calls a storm of staggering proportions?
Conflict is number one.
Mm-hmm.
Armed conflict remains the number one. If I give you the example of Sudan, for example, you have just in a matter of 4 months since the start of the conflict, you have around 4 million people who were displaced, either moved to another location inside the country or fled the country to neighboring countries. This in itself creates a burden for the recipient countries. Countries like South Sudan, who's already in a situation also where we are struggling to provide assistance there. Now they are receiving refugees from the north. Chad also is another fragile state there. So Sudan is a big example of that. Add to that also the number of fleeing population, but then disruption to supply, the trade routes are disrupted. But on top of that, we are there. We started cross-border operation from Chad into West Darfur, and then also reaching other areas in Sudan. With difficulties, we are able to reach Khartoum, but with difficulties. But access remains an issue for us to reach there. So you have Sudan, you have Niger, now started, 3.2 million people that we are projecting that they will need immediate assistance. The malnutrition rate is also high. Somalia, yes, we were able to avert famine last year, but still comes the climate, which is another major factor in the food security, is also we are foreseeing or projecting this year another trend of drought. Floods recently in Burkina Faso also washed away farms, and knowing that the harvest is coming soon in October. So conflict, economic downturn, the climate, and I think climate is really playing a big role in there and need to be is no longer just talks in the rooms, but climate is a real thing affecting food security.